Hey there, Capricorn. It's Bridget with Native Touch Tarot. Welcome or welcome back. Jumping right into the fun stuff. This week, November 3rd, we are starting off with a message from the universe, followed by tarot, wrapping everything up with a soul truth card. And if this is the type of content you enjoy on YouTube, I'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, but it means the world to me. Your message. Things are going to be turned in your favor. People that were against you all of a sudden will be here for you. Ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hands. Okay, spirit guides, come hang out with Capricorn and myself for this reading. Please guide my hands and my heart so that we can have a little fun. Starting off with the Knight of Swords. Ooh, with the King of Swords. We're doing some thinking. Oh my gosh, the Four of Swords. With the Seven of Cups. Page of Wands with Justice. Six of Swords. And the Sun card. Okie dokie, Capricorn, let's talk. The Knight of Swords. So, you've got some big changes coming up in life. Knight of Swords is all about big changes and opportunities coming in for you. This is a very fast-moving energy, so don't be surprised if this turn happens quickly. This is a very direct and blunt kind of energy, so it's almost borderlining overbearing. But it's coming in hot and fast. It's going to bring in big changes and huge opportunities for you moving forward. And the King of Swords is here to back that up. The King of Swords is all about truth and structure. Very analytical, very just, very articulate. This is a very ethical kind of energy. A super duper stand-up guy. That's what this kind of energy is. So spirit guides, why do we have the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords for Capricorn this week? Because we have the Eight of Swords. There's lots of thinking going on. So the swords element in tarot is all about thoughts, intellect, truth, okay? That's where this energy comes from. So with the Eight of Swords, you're feeling kind of trapped. So I have a feeling when this new energy comes in, this new opportunity, that's really going to get rid of this restricted, trapped feeling you're going through right now. So accept the new offer. Keep an eye out for it, because again, this is going to be something moving quickly towards you for your own good. So really embrace the King of Swords here and look at this with an honest, intellectual, ethical kind of brain, okay? Think it through, because we're doing a lot of thinking with the sword energy. And excuse me, I had to clear my throat, so I had to edit out a coughing fit. So just getting back to normal here. But lots of thinking going on, Capricorn. The Eight of Swords is there to tell you that, yes, you are feeling restricted. The Knight of Swords is here to knock those swords down. Okay? King of Swords wants you to look for that opportunity to be ethical and just. So think it through. You know what to do. Moving on to position 2. This is possible challenges, if any. Four of Swords. This is a card of anxiety. This is a card of overthinking. This is a card of stress. You are thinking way too much. So the Four of Swords can also mean it's time to take a break. Okay? It's time to rest and to prepare for your next adventure in life. But it's time to take a break. And we also have the Seven of Cups here in our challenge position. What's going on? Are we daydreaming? Or are there simply too many options on the table for you, Capricorn, and you're having a hard time deciding? Because the Seven of Cups is all about both of those things. So either you are spending a lot of time in this wishful thinking mode, which does no one any good, because what's happening is you're not doing anything to move those dreams into a reality, okay? They're just going to stay dreams. So with the Seven of Cups, when the energy feels like that, you pretty much have to get off your hiney and do something that is going to move you forward in life. The spirit guides, why are we looking at the Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups for Capricorn? The Queen of Cups, Queen of Love is here. So the Queen of Cups is all about love. She's about spiritual. She is the spiritual side of things. She is borderline psychic. She lets that heart lead with everything, and she trusts her heart above all else. So if we are looking at anxiety or the need to rest to get prepared for our next adventure, the Seven of Cups is telling us we're either daydreaming way too much or there's too many options on the table and you're feeling confused. The Queen of Cups is here to ask you to tap into your heart space. Trust your heart. Trust your spiritual side. Trust your even psychic side. I'm sure all of us have a touch of psychic something in us. You know, it's that inner voice that makes you stop for an extra couple seconds at a stop sign as someone blows through the opposite way. It's that kind of psychic inner knowing. Or is it better put that you're listening to the universe, but you're listening with your heart, not your ears? Okay, so rest. We have to fine tune this Seven of Cups energy because it's in your challenge position and it's not a good place to be. But that Queen of Cups is here to say, please trust your heart when making these decisions. Your heart is going to lead you the right way. Moving on to position 3, Capricorn, we've got the Page of Wands and Justice. Page of Wands, this is good news coming in. And it could be good news about justice. It could be good news about a court situation, law and order kind of situation going on in your life. Or, you know what, this could be karma. This could be karma coming back for you. It could be karma coming back for someone else and you just get to sit back and watch it. I don't know how that's all going to play out, but the Page of Wands is bringing in some good news. It's going to allow you to be courageous and confident. That Wands is all about fire and inspiration and enthusiasm. Excuse me. So that Page of Wands is bringing in some good news. And I really, really hope if you do have something going through the court system, Capricorn, it's going to be good news for you. Why do we have the Page of Wands and Justice here for Capricorn? Because we have the Page of Swords. Again, swords are everywhere in this reading. Someone's really thinking. So Page of Swords is all about using your mind. This is a very curious kind of energy. This is inspired, but you're being reminded you were given that space between your ears so that you can use it. So the Page of Wands has good news coming in. Justice is here. You know, are you on the right side of that justice? I'm sure you are. But the Page of Swords is here to tell you to think it through. Don't leap off any bridges until you think it through. Because in our 4th position, we are starting off with the 6 of Swords. This is telling me that you're moving on. Okay? It's time to leave the rocky waters behind you and look forward to the smooth sailing. This is a card of transition. So if you're feeling kind of blue, if you're feeling like, I don't know how to feel, nothing's wrong, nothing's right, I'm feeling blah. That's this Six of Swords energy. Okay? But it's telling me you're on the move. You're moving away from what's driving you crazy. You're moving away from this overthinking nonstop. You're moving on. Because of the other card here, the Sun. Think of ultimate happiness and every single synonym that could be used for that. Optimism, joy, excitement, positivity. That is the Sun card. So you're moving away from the rocky waters into smoother sailing, leading you to insane happiness. Spirit guides, why do we have the Six of Swords and the Sun card here for Capricorn? Because you're going to have an aha moment. You're going to have breakthroughs. You're going to have clarity that is going to fix this whole overthinking. I mean, look at these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 12 cards are sword energy. That is the truth, intellect, and thoughts, okay? So the Ace of Swords is coming in with a breakthrough. This is clarity. This is truth. This is justice. So justice is going to be a big deal for Capricorns this week. I'm kind of thinking you're going to pop some popcorn, sit back, and watch it unfold. You're on the good side of this. But all those people over the years, let's go back to our message from the universe. Things are going to be turned in your favor. Okay? People that were against you, all of a sudden, will be for you. That's where this is going. That justice card, people are now going to see you for who you are, what you bring to the table, and how amazing of a human you actually are. Everything is turning in your favor. Everything is. So listen to that aha moment. Get out of the rocky waters, look forward to the smooth sailing, and look forward to a more optimistic and happy future that you're setting yourself up for. And get out of your head. That's probably the most important thing. Trust your heart. Get out of your head. Let's grab our soul truth card for Capricorn. Where is this energy going? Why is Capricorn overthinking everything? Because they want you to focus on your heart. Like I said, the card that just flipped my tummy says, name all of the things you love. If you're going to think and overthink, it might as well be good stuff. Oh, man. And what I just said, oh, man, to, was the description on the card. That one was a punch in the gut. Name all the things you love. Are you one of them? There you have it, Capricorn. If any of this resonated, I would love a like, share, or follow. It really does help out small channels like mine. And sharing is caring in the wonderful world of YouTube that seems to give me the most growth on this channel. And I really, really do appreciate it. So if anyone you love is into this kind of stuff, feel free to share the videos. It helps me out a lot. Excuse me. And thank you for being here. I will see you next week for your weekly reading. And make it a good one, Capricorn.